So let's jump right into this app update. But first and foremost, I just want to say thank you for all of the support. A lot of these changes that were made are due to customer requests, and you people are the ones that are making this company what it is. We are able to get better on a day-to-day basis because of you, because of your feedback. So thank you so much to our customers, and thank you so much to our team for making this happen. But anyway, let's get right into this. Some really exciting stuff. So first and foremost, there are some really small updates that we believe are very, very impactful and will help people navigate our app better, use our device better, et cetera, et cetera. So I just want to touch on some of the small things that we did just from a design standpoint. So first and foremost, in our rehab section, which is our most commonly used setting section, we actually added a link to placement diagrams in every single setting. So let's say you are using our rehab motor function settings. You'll just want to go in, click that orange rehab tab, click on it. And if you pick any setting in here, let's just click on motor function for an example, you'll see that at the very top, there's two black buttons. One of them says see routines and the other one says see placement diagrams. Placement diagrams, obviously, those are just pictures or images that show you exactly where to put the device for that specific application. Now, with that said, you will know your body better than anyone else, or maybe your physical therapist knows a lot, whoever it is. So these are loose recommendations that you can build off of and use for your specific situation. But we always encourage people, hey, you are intuitive, you're in tune with your body. If you think something else might work, try it out. But these are a great place to start. So in every rehab setting, you will have the option to find those placement diagrams for that specific use case. And then the see routines button, which was already there, we just made it a little bit more clear and easily accessible. So if you are questioning what exercises should I do with the device, how should I use it to rest, recover, whatever it might be, use the see routines button because it will lead you to a ton of different content made by our team, third-party physical therapists. A lot of different professionals have gotten involved in these routines. Check it out and we'll help teach you how to use our device best for your specific use case. Now, building off of that, in our rehab section, we also released a new setting category called our neural adaptation settings. These settings actually operate at random frequencies within a certain frequency range to help promote adaptation. So we are trying to disrupt your central nervous system as much as we can by providing these alternate sensations that will almost play your brain to a certain extent and force it to adapt to these new feelings. So basically you can go in there and you can see we actually have different sections. So there's low to medium and medium to high frequencies. It really depends on the specific use case, but sometimes higher frequencies can be better in certain circumstances, which we list directly on our app. And sometimes lower frequencies can be better. But the whole idea is that you will actually want to use these devices to promote adaptation, to disrupt your signals a little bit, and to force your body to pay attention to that area because of that distraction. Now, switching back over to a more general update. So we actually added this really cool thing, and it's actually called our last used setting button that you can see right here. It's right on the main setting page. It's one of the first things you see. That button will allow you to use whatever setting you had started the vibrations on previously. So let's say you don't want to have to scroll through all the different settings and say, oh, I was just using the motor function setting. How do I get back to it? It might take you a second, whatever it is. You can now just click that last use setting button, and it will actually make sure that you just automatically go to the last use setting. It's really obvious when you say it out loud, but it's really, really handy. I've been finding that I use it all the time now too, if I don't want to scroll through the app and have to get to my last setting, or I don't even remember. So that last use setting button, again, just right here in the useful links section, is super, super handy. And that was a request that we've been getting for a long time. So definitely try that out. Now, on to more of the new settings that we released. And I am so excited about these. We've been working tirelessly on the research and testing for these settings. We actually released what we call our general wellness setting. which essentially is where you will want to wear the device like a wristwatch. So if you ever strap, you'll just want to strap the device to just right about here, and you'll just put the device right here. You can even do it without the strap, just like this. But for daily movements, I would definitely encourage you to actually use our strap and wear it just like a wristwatch. But essentially what this is gonna do is it's gonna help promote an overall sense of well-being and focus throughout your day. So you'll notice these vibrations are much more gentle. The intensity slider actually won't allow you to make the vibrations too strong, because we've actually found that they're better the more subtle and more gentle they are. So again, if you're just working throughout the day or you're sitting around and you just want a little bit of ease, you want a little bit of comfort, you want a little bit of stress relief, but you also want to focus, you want to be able to perform activities, whether that's walking around, doing work like I mentioned, whatever it is, that setting is incredible for that. You'll want to sit there with the device on your wrist for about 5 to 10 minutes before you really get used to the vibrations. At first, you're gonna be like, I don't really know how I feel about this. I'm not sure if it's doing anything. But once you put your body and mind in tune to that sense of vibrations on your wrist, you will notice this really kind of subtle improvement in your just general quality of life. And it's really, really cool. I encourage everybody from neuro patients all the way to just people dealing with daily stress and anxiety to try this out. And arguably my favorite setting that we are releasing with this update is our sleep setting. And I actually should say settings, because we have two different versions of our sleep settings. And one of them is designed for relaxation and the other one is designed for relief. So for relaxation, this setting operates at a super low amplitude, so a super low intensity, similar to our general wellness settings. And essentially the whole point of it is to wear it before bed and even when you start to fall asleep, in order to just promote that sense of calmness and relaxation. Now, you can use this directly on your wrist, similar to our general wellness setting, but you can also use it on areas like the neck. We have a lot of people that will just use it wherever they find it to be comfortable. So the placement is kind of generalized, but we do have placement diagrams directly in this setting as well. Now, the other version of this setting, which is our relief sleep setting, is really designed to just promote stiffness and tightness and pain relief while you are going to sleep or right before bed. Now, we've already had hundreds and hundreds of customers come to us and say, we are using your device to help promote better sleep. And we took that feedback and we said, well, first of all, let's try these same frequency vibrations at substantially lower intensities. That way the device is much more quiet so you can actually sleep while it's running. So we did that and the results and feedback have been absolutely incredible. We have a bunch of beta testers who have told us this is completely changing their life. They're getting deeper, longer lasting sleep, even if they're just wearing the device before bed. So for example, I think one of the most common ones I hear is somebody that's dealing with tightness or stiffness, let's say in their forearm, and they will just use our device again 15 minutes before they go to sleep, and they'll just let it run, sometimes even until it dies, or sometimes even just for 15 minutes. And that will help, again, relieve that pain and stiffness, so much so that it's helping them actually sleep. And since the vibrations, again, are so quiet and so gentle with this setting, you shouldn't feel distracted by it at all. It should really just promote that relief in the targeted area that you need it. So I would highly encourage you to try this out. Again, the feedback has been so unbelievable. We are so excited about these sleep settings. So give it a try and let us know what you think. And one of the other more notable updates is something that has actually been getting requested quite a bit as well, which we're really excited about. So a lot of people have come to us and said, hey, we would like to be able to manipulate these settings. We want to be able to customize them where we can change the frequency, the pulse rate, so the interval of the vibrations, and the amplitude, the strength of the vibrations. We are releasing a custom setting builder that actually allows you to do all of that. And not only does it allow you to do that, but it also allows you to save specific settings for yourself or for patients that you're working with. So we're calling it the custom setting builder, pretty self-explanatory. If you're on the homepage, you will actually just have to click on that link button in the bottom right, and you'll see right there, custom setting builder. Now, this does require a subscription because we have put in tons and tons of hours building this. But essentially what it will do, again, is allow you to actually make your own really awesome settings. So you can see, you can change every single aspect of this vibrations. Again, whether you're somebody that's really in tune with the scientific literature about vibration and you want to try something out, or you're somebody that just wants to play around a bit further and really make their own settings based on their own parameters. I know from the patients and practitioners that we've heard from about this during our beta testing, a lot of them will actually go in and they, again, want to change that pulse rate to tune up to something like the speed of a walking exercise or some sort of movement, and really just time those vibrations and set a nice pace for one of their patients or for themselves. So really cool opportunity. It's $6.99 a month if you want to give it a try. And I just want to clarify too that we always want to have a free app. So our app will always be free to download. We always want to make sure that this is as affordable as we can make it for people. The custom setting builder is by no means something that you need to use in order to get great results with our product. Custom setting builder is really for more advanced use cases. Again, our pre-made settings are based on decades and decades of vibration therapy literature. You do not need to use anything aside from our pre-made settings, and you can play around with over 50 settings that are pre-made by our team already. So there's no obligation to use the custom setting builder. If you don't want to spend the extra money, totally fine. We are big believers that we do not want to paywall the main settings of our app. Again, because we are conscious about people's financial situations. But yeah, that's pretty much the update. You'll notice some other small tweaks just in terms of UI changes, just making our device and app a little bit easier to use for the general user. So we hope you love it. We want to hear all of your feedback. We plan on releasing another update to our app sometime in the coming months just to reflect all of the feedback that we get from this 2.0 app launch. But yeah, try it out. Let us know what you think. I know I am probably going to have to use the relief settings right after I jump off this because my forearms are tight after a workout. But please let us know how these settings treat you. Let us know if there's anything we can do better. Thank you again for all of the support. And we are super, super excited for an amazing 2026. And we're wishing everyone a happy and healthy new year. Thanks so much for the support. Have a great day.